Grayscale, did they replenish their money with XRP? I believe that to be true, but in the world of cryptocurrency, people are preparing and getting ready to talk about gold. Bitcoin graph: does Bitcoin originate from Satoshi Nakamoto? Is he genuine? Is he still living? We're going to discuss the present obstacles facing Bitcoin, the reason money is being transferred to his wallet, and how this is all going to be resolved. Into this video, so take a seat back, unwind, and let's get started. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has dropped by 3%, Ethereum has dropped to 2,246, and USDT has increased by 7% to $1 as USDC. 1 XRP 57 is still unavailable. 21% over the last full day. Cryptocurrency market capitalization, $1,665 million as of right now. This is breaking news. More than $1.1 million worth of Bitcoin has been taken out. It's fascinating to go from Binance to a wallet connected to Satoshi Nakamoto, but this is what you want to see. Would like to see money transferred from these exchanges to external wallets, as this indicates that they are preparing. Should keep it in place rather than discard it if you see a reversal movement here. Satoshi Nakamoto is transferring Bitcoin to Binance for a value of $1.1 million. Hold on tight, since you know that the market is about to be dumped and that prices for large red candles will drop. However, the question is Satoshi real? Is he still alive? Is that individual real? Is it a team? Remember that video from Wheezy Satoshi? What is it? Is it a government? And who is Satoshi? This person's identity is known to the US government. Or individuals is eagerly awaited. According to CNBC, the Bitcoin ETF has overcome a significant obstacle while the cryptocurrency community waits for the SEC's position. Bitcoin ETF selection: numerous swiftly paced advancements are taking place, and I'm joined now by CNN's Kate Rooney for this evening. Let's take it all apart, Kate. What's the deal? What's going on right now, and what does that mean for Bitcoin investors who have been salivating over the bid for some time? Indeed, as Aman noted so eloquently, investors have been waiting for a decision regarding this backlog of Bitcoin ETF submissions, and we are beginning to receive some revised documentation. Just a few of those, such as this evening's from the New York Stock Exchange. According to a Bloomberg story today, the SEC commissioners have cleared at least these ETF registrations and will vote on them next week. There has been back and forth over when that will occur for at least one of these obstacles. However, there are two kinds of obstacles. Amen, right here. The SEC must first approve the applicant's S1S before approving the 19B4S, which are the individual exchange filings that you obtained from the New York Stock Exchange. Before any of these ETFs can begin trading, the exchange that applied today must receive approval. The SEC has until next Wednesday to approve or reject the Arkansas. They are one of the 13 companies now purchasing 21 shares to purchase an exchange-traded fund, ETF, that would track the underlying price of Bitcoin, enabling investors to store cryptocurrency in their brokerage accounts. With retirement accounts, for instance, there are disagreements, which could attract a larger audience. The price of Bitcoin has surged in anticipation of this ETF among buyers. Permission that has some people perplexed. Is this the same as what the hedge knows? As the rumor spreads, fund the entire planet. Fundstrat investigated the likelihood of such by examining the CME futures for Bitcoin, which debuted in 2017, and the Bitcoin Futures ETF, which was introduced in 2021, coinciding with the final peak of the previous cycle. Following both of those listings, Bitcoin fell, and as Fundstrat stated, Fundstrat believes that although there may be a big drawdown after the debut, this time is completely different. They claim that the launches were timed to mark shifts in both CME and global liquidity, such as a decline in the value of the dollar and subsequently in futures. In any case, the ETF I described was slightly ahead of the previous rate hikes by the Federal. Among the largest winners, somewhat Wall Street heavy hitters may be working on this ETF application. JP Morgan, Jane Street, and Chandler Fitzgerald are among the companies listed as authorized participants on the back end. A source informs me that Goldman Sachs is also in discussions to work on a potential grayscale ETF. As a result, these companies will be in charge of the creation and redemption of shares. As trading desks might profit from potential arbitrage opportunities, make sure the ETF's price is truly tracking the underlying price of Bitcoin. These changes tend to be more lucrative when dealing with more volatile assets like Bitcoin, and there are expenses involved. Okay, that's fine. By the way, I don't know if that was her dog or mine. As she is, but pay attention, ETF is approaching. Recognize its impending arrival. Precisely when you know, the new Zelda or Zelda room, this is a purchase. Purchase news and the new seller. Whatever the saying may be, you understand what I mean. Not in my opinion. Consider how much money will be injected into this market, which will serve as a spark for the cryptocurrency boom. Everything will revolve around Bitcoin. Occurs only a few months from now. With ETF providers, all are coming. It will eventually be widely adopted, so now may be our final opportunity to see these incredible B-runs. Because it becomes impossible to pump and dump once these markets begin to stabilize. You will receive a genuine asset class if you give them roughly $1 million. And cryptocurrency will be the means of doing so. According to Era Crypto, this 500% increase in XRP is the first. See the inverted chart. Beginning on December 15, 2023, keep in mind that XRP likes to play with people's emotions before a massive pump. You know that part of that sentence that I mean? Here, XRP undoubtedly manipulates your feelings. I'm only going to share the powerful. There will only be resilient XRP holders. Is that, however, a 500% surge? Is that just the beginning? This is the chart. This is what a 500% increase is possible, which would raise XRP to roughly $2. I'll stop talking about this now. I keep showing you XRP charts at the end of the day. These are the charts that we look at without much thought every day. The reason I show you 4 or 5 different technical analysts is that these charts will play out all of the targets you were seeing to the time frames at the bottom. I show you my charts, and occasionally every prediction is roughly within the range of the 40 XRP figures. You have everything going for you. We know that the first resistance and stop points are in the $150 to $180 range. Then, the all-time high from 2017 is being tested, which could be anywhere between the $2.80 and $3 checkpoints. If those numbers in the range of 5 to 7 do break, we could be looking at a $567 XRP. We have a double-digit XRP in front of us. Only that, at this time, there isn't enough information to forecast when it will occur or how far XRP will rise because we don't yet know how high Bitcoin would rise should it reach the $100, $120, or $150,000 levels. We're probably going to be looking at the upward target for XRP, which is between $7 and $10, but for the time being, we just don't know because we haven't broken 2 trillion, we haven't entered bull mode, and we haven't seen the half, so we have a long, long way to go. Mark and I can get the total cryptocurrency market cap to 7 trillion Australian dollars. Methods of proceeding there are still a few months left. Allow me to present you with this chart before we truly see this thing start to heat up and get spicy. Reputable cryptocurrency claims there is no change in Bitcoin, and it doesn't get any cleaner than this. What he's doing is observing the Bitcoin 4-hour chart at 44,000. What is the current setting? Observing Bitcoin 438, you are aware of where will everything go smoothly. We may abandon, although it appears to be Bitcoin, I could see a $42,000 Bitcoin, as I have been stating. Folks, it appears like the bottom is in. What does a gold reevaluation mean? Watch this video. It contains information that will interest all central banks, including the Federal Reserve, which listed its gold assets as a gold revaluation account on its balance sheets. Yes, that's quite intriguing since it's available to the public and apparent, but, a gold revaluation is 100% certain. It's coming, in my opinion. Naturally, and not only that, they might reduce the debt in this way. If your debt is unmanageable and out of control, all you need to do is perform properly. Not everything you have to do, but one thing they will do for the central planners is reset the price of gold to a higher level so that debt suddenly becomes much smaller, giving them the ability to issue new debt to grow the world economy and even consolidate anything they want. But Lynette, this brings us full circle. When we spoke last, you brought us up, claimed that the Bank of International Settlements had their money flow, which served as a vehicle or a mechanism for them to gain early acceptance. As a result, they are, as you indicated, already equipped to handle this. Since they anticipate it, the BIS is ready for a potential gold reevaluation. Recall from the first video we discussed gold today after the ETF revealed how much the price of gold has increased. It increased by more than 48%. By that, I mean Bitcoin and ETFO will both enjoy increases of 48%. DJ Pet released this in preparation for cryptocurrency. Examine this. Take a look at this Basel Committee, which resolves to address window dressings in connection to the GB framework and to consult on specific adjustments to standards on crypto assets and interest rate risk in the bank book. You knew the B was on its way. They are all preparing for the arrival of the IMF. What lies ahead for cryptocurrencies, and where does my grade scale fit in? Have a peek at this guy thinks it's a sight to behold. Number of holdings 6. Observe the grayscale that contains the XRP. 2.5% of them hold Ethereum for Bitcoin. Salutations. Avalanche and Cardano. What's intriguing about this, and for those of you who have been observing, which one is missing from this chart? Cryptocurrency, yes, it is. The good old Polygon, Matic, no longer has any fascinating rights. Seeing that Solana has taken the place of XRP is strange. These two seem like they're going to relocate. I believe Solana peaked a little too soon. It's interesting, but at this point, it's finished. Hold both Avalanche and Kodo, but I believe Avalanche will win hands down, especially because they want to enter the meme coin market. You're right to pay attention to it, but it's encouraging to see XRP back in grayscale holdings.